All right, Aquarius, welcome to your weekly Sidereal Astrology forecast. This is for November 30th through the 6th of December. My name is Athen, and this is for Sidereal Astrology, different from mainstream astrology. If you're new to the channel or this type of astrology, do check the description down below. All right, Aquarius, so this week we are coming into December. December is going to be a transformative month. However, we don't really start to feel those energies until this weekend, I feel like. I think the high point of this week is that the veil from Saturn squaring up to Neptune is slowly going to start to lift up, especially by weekend. We should feel that clarity there, or at least less of that uncertainty. And I think we'll feel that in increments as we go through the week, especially from Monday onward when we have the sun easing up off of that conjunction with Saturn. So coming into the week, easing up off that, conjunction, there's perhaps still the uncertainty and doubt involving the career stuff for you, public, big picture things, which hopefully you have been taking very seriously and really grounding and taking that mature approach to career, whatever that might mean for you personally with Saturn there in the 10th. And uncertainty about life. Where's life going? What's the life path? Where is it headed? And maybe even finances. Neptune rules, your second house. So there is those areas usually tested in terms of how much faith do we have there? How much are we willing to go with the flow? And, are we working hard? And the working hard is really in this 10th house. So there's a lot of focus here, and there's a lot of intent and a lot you're learning here in the big picture career side of things. So it's a great area to channel that into learning, channel that into self-expression, and taking it serious and taking it responsibly. And this is your ruler too. So coming into this week, you could be feeling quite expressive, maybe even quite excited, some of you, which is great because, this happens once every year, sun over ruler, and usually, unless you're Mercury ruled, but there is that, excitement that comes in that helps us get a little bit more creativity and self-expression in our life. So then on Tuesday, Mercury does trine up to Uranus, and that's from that 10th house. So there could be something new, something exciting, maybe in the material, financial aspects of things, or with your self-esteem in some way, some sort of value coming in with Mercury. With Uranus trining up to Mercury. And there is new ideas and a new perspective and a new take that's really changing up the routine. It could just be a new exciting, day in the routine of career stuff or of the work stuff with Mercury in the 10th. It really depends on our personal charts here. But in either case, it's a good day for spicing things up in that area and also maybe even with that self-expression since Mercury rules that 5th. And it could be quite meaningful too with Mercury ruling that 8th also. So that's around Tuesday, and then on Friday, Mercury does square up to Jupiter, and so there is that optimism, and it's perhaps with relationships, your one-on-one connections. Jupiter's been in your 7th, so with those one-on-one relationships, there's been a lot to learn, a lot of wisdom in regards to that, maybe even opportunities, and so that could be feeling quite good here this Friday time period. And it could be literally something coming in through someone, but it could be a new relationship. Maybe existing ones are just going well. And it's just lifting up the energies, helping you feel good. And again, supporting your self-expression. So the key with this is to just keep it grounded, because often with a square from Jupiter, to some extent, we're feeling a little bit exuberant. And so it's fine as long as we're not going to any extremes and keeping both feet firmly on the ground with that. Now, over the weekend, the sun does sextile up to Mars, and so there's motivation, there's drive in the career stuff coming in, as there has been. But now, specifically, again, with that self-expression, maybe even quite motivated with relationships. The relationship stuff you've been probably taking seriously this early part of the week with the sun ruling your 7th. But here, there's during the weekend, there's drive, there's motivation. Could be through relationships at work. Maybe relationships are going well there, but they are taking that slow and steady approach. But a good weekend to continuously expand and grow with that with Mars. And this is all from all this motivation to form really deep relationships, deep connections, to have the truth, to share the truth, which has been Mars in that 8th house. Now, the key with this, though, is that during the same time over the weekend, Mars does square up to Pluto. And this is the transformative energy of December for this first half anyways. And so here, everything that is involving what's true, what's real, what's meaningful to you in life, as well as your career stuff and also your communications are all changing with this aspect. We've got Mars in your 8th house, which is about everything true. We've got Mars ruling your 10th, which is about that career, big picture stuff, and Mars ruling your 3rd, which is about the communicative aspects. So all of that's going through major changes, and the key with this is to be open to change because that's what Pluto essentially is calling us, metaphorically speaking, to do. So when we're open to change, we're open to diving deep, we're open to learning more about ourselves in those areas and clearing out any old belief systems that are just no longer serving us in those areas, then we can build solid foundations through this transit. So dive deep with self, dive deep with career, dive deep with the communications, be willing to get rid of any old energies there, and then you can make way for these new ones. And like I said, it could be quite powerful, could be quite deep and transformative, but in a very positive way in terms of you're really changing those areas in a way that they're much more in accordance with who you truly are. All right, Aquarius, so those are the major aspects of the week. I hope you guys have a good one. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you haven't already done so, do sign up for the 2-for-1 readings I'm offering between now and the holidays, and I will see you all next time. Take care.